Well, welcome back. Chapter 6 of World of Warcraft Noggit Studio Tutorials. Hopefully I've got the video working better so that it's nice and crystal clear. Didn't realize that after I upload the videos it kind of got a little foggy. So this one should be a little clearer. Last chapter, chapter 5, we were talking about adding water, and I had to add a little point to this. This version of Noggit, which is not the latest version, but the most stable in my opinion, it does not save water. So unfortunately, you have to run the add water Wrath of the Lich King file every time you save and make a change. It's a little bit of a hassle, but in the last video I showed you how to do it. You should get used to it. It becomes a lot easier. This time though, we are going to model the ground. Different shapes, different tools. Let's go back to our continent and our test 01, and remember, go right in the center. Double click in. Now, we're going to learn how to raise and lower the ground. Luckily, our fun water is still in here, so the first thing we have to do, make sure it is on raise lower. Now, as you can see, the left mouse button doesn't do anything. We have brush tools, radius tools. You could do these different little things are lots of fun. I don't know. Lots of things to learn. Your tools over here, I believe you can change using the number keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So we're going to deal with number 1, which is raise and lower. Now, there are two keys you have to remember, the shift and the control. If you hold down the shift key and you press your left mouse button, your ground will rise up. Hold down the control key and press your mouse button, the ground will rise down. If you go lower, you can see there's the water. It made us a little pond. Isn't that nice? Your A, W, S, D, those move you around. Q and E raise you up and down, and then of course you can turn. So right now we got to explain the different lower, linear, flat, smooth, poly, whatever. Those things are interesting. If you use the Z key, you can switch between different modes, I think. But for now, let's worry about brush radius. If you want a big mountain, as you can see, the circle gets bigger. You can lift up a whole area, or you can sink a whole area. Your brush speed allows it for raising and lowering faster. Pretty neat. This is just for making your mountains and hills and valleys. We'll deal with painting and changing colors and all that fun stuff later. There are other shortcuts and whatnot, but for now we're just going to make this wonderful area. Let's make our brush a little bit lower. Since we're making an island, we're going to lower all around the edges so we have water. Isn't that neat? Got water everywhere. Let's shape our island. Little coves. Wow, this is fun. Now if you zoom in, way down here, oops, I'm going the wrong way with this. You can see that it looks like it gets deeper, but that's going to be really hard to see because of the water. You can go underneath the water and see your land masses and how they're turning out. Because, you know, if you want some boats in here, it's going to have to be deep. So let's continue. Remember, right mouse button rotates you. I keep going the wrong way. Let's clear out this. We don't need that stuff there. We're just making our island. Zooming out a little bit more. Our island is starting to take shape, but it kind of looks kind of funky. Remember, the control key lowers. And there's our Moon Crescent Island. Now let's make our brush a little bit smaller because we're going to make a mountain range over here. That'll bring it up. Do all sorts of things with your areas. The higher the mountains, of course, means that people won't be able to pass through. So pretty. We got our mountain range. Make the brush even smaller. Oops, we can't do 0. Itty bitty. We can make like a little lake right here. And you could play around with this a bit. Another mountain range maybe. So let's see what smooth does. When you're adjusting with smooth, makes the mountains look a little bit different. This one's more square-like. This one's more rounded. The poly one gets real pointy real quick. So now we have our little island. It's real pretty. You probably want to raise a lot of this land just a little bit. And the better you get at it, the easier it becomes. But we want to get it up above so that the water isn't showing through so much. Ranges and valleys and whatnot. Now, of course, if you just want to raise a little bit, you slow down the speed of the raising. But I'm just doing this just to do it. We're just making some land masses and whatnot. Nothing really important. This is just for testing. We're also going to learn how to test it in game. But that's it for raising and lowering land. Remember, shift key raises and control key lowers, and you use your left mouse button. Whew, so much fun. Don't forget, if you save it, you're going to want to re-add the water. And maybe I should go ahead and show how that's done once I get the land above the water. That's almost all the land. Let's rotate this and make sure we got everything. I figured I'd miss something right around here. A little over here. We're just playing around anyways. Here is our little island. Let's see if I can get a good full view of our island. And here's our little island. Oop, I found some more water. Let's raise that up a little bit. There we go. There's our cute little island. Now we can save this with Control S or 5. Control S does save all. And now we're done with it. Now we can exit. just wanted to add another pointer in here. We have the script still for adding water to this. Now that we've saved it and we've closed Noggit, we need to add the water. And remember, it was in projects, tutorial projects, scripts, and water test. Boom, and it's done. Now, in our next tutorial, I will show you how to create a patch so that you can actually go to this little piece of land and run around. You won't be able to do too much in it. Getting the coordinates will be fun. You'll have to do teleport of some type. Anyways, we'll get to that. Make sure you subscribe and you like and comment on the video quality. I'm trying to boost the video quality up without making it too large of a file. Anyways,